Barbie! I told you to wait in the dream house. Boys, avenge me! Avenge me! Avengers!
Bazinga.
Scruffy-looking nerve herders.
Ethan Hunt contacted you?
I am good, Rooster. I'm very good.
So you are Yoi's a trainer who trains.
Gonzo the Great will ride this baby again.
Hello and welcome to episode. Well, that's a different hello. I don't know if I like that one. Episode 73 of the Real Serious Podcast. As always, joined by Jack and Charles. And Charles made us 10 minutes late because of dinner.
Actually, I was going to be almost on time, but then so I moved to this new room that is on the opposite side of the house of the Wi-Fi router.
Took you that long to walk?
Well, it was all tangled up. But yeah, the Wi-Fi in here is quite stinky, so I had to feed that through the house.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry, fellas.
I'm sorry to hear that. No,
Yeah.
hey, it's okay. Things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Things happen. But I'll forgive you.
Thanks.
Jack, how you been?
Good. Just staying busy. Honestly, just trying to find time to watch movies. Just like honestly, a good time to watch them has been like trying to like work out more again. So like we have like a TV in our like little like home gym. So like I'll like turn something on and just like work
Just
out.
get after it.
Like, it's been good. You know, just trying to like. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to watch them like end to end, but it's been nice to squeeze them out here and there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. I've had a plan of not a plan. I've been doing like I'll get up in the morning and I'll Peloton, and on the Peloton screen you can like watch something. So I've been watching like half of something, and then in the evening I'll finish it.
Yeah,
that's been pretty good so far.
That's what I do before I go to the flea market. I'll wake up at 6, make some coffee, watch like 45 minutes of a movie, flea market, and then
nice.
There's no exercise in
I've never finished. Yeah, and you never finish them either. You just get through.
No, it was making the coffee. Making the coffee with exercise.
And walking around the flea market.
Yeah, Chuck watches movies like we did in like middle and elementary school. Like you watch like a chunk of it, and you come back the next day and you watch the next chunk, and then the third day you finish it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was pretty good about it this week.
Nice.
You know what I did today?
Oh.
Besides the flea market, of course, I weed whacked the entire.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was actually our first time mowing the lawn this season.
Wow.
And let's just say the lawn was in need of a mowing.
Oh, you guys are those neighbors.
Yeah, it was like pretty embarrassing. It was like 2 feet tall grass and like random weeds. And I was telling my roommates, like, this is just humiliating. We got to do something about it. And they're all like, yeah, we do. And then no one would actually like. So
you're like, yeah, someone should do something about that.
Borrowed the neighbor's weed whacker.
Oh,
and I went to
very
town.
adult of you.
Yeah. And you know what I did?
Did you whack some weeds?
Well, yeah. But I brought it back over with a 6-pack of beer. It did feel very adult.
Good neighbor alert, this guy.
Yeah.
Good neighbor alert.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
But now the lawn, I'm looking at it right now, and it looks chef's kiss. I mean, so I weed whacked, and then my roommate Tommy came in to clean up with the mower. It was good stuff. Has nothing to do with movies, but it was good stuff.
Nice.
Thanks.
It's all good. Well, I built a shed. So built a shed, built a gravel walkway to the shed. So that's pretty cool, I guess.
That's quite cool.
Nice.
Look at us going outside, touching some grass. Heck yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Quite literally touching grass.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Cool.
Fellas, I did a thing this week that I don't super love when it happens to me, but I started to show. No. Okay. So I did. Okay. 2 stories. One, I went to the Michigan's like biggest card show today, and at it there was a guy selling a lot of like signed jerseys and a lot of signed stuff. A couple of signed things he had were movie related. He had a jacket that Marty McFly, whose name escapes me right now,
Michael J. Fox.
Thank you. Signed, really cool, replica jacket, his real signature. But then he had Sylvester Stallone, Rocky shorts, the Apollo Creed shorts signed in a frame, and they were $2,000. He would have went to 18.5.
Wow.
Didn't pull the trigger. one of those things where it's like eventually I think one day when I feel like I'm gonna, financially stable, I'll probably do that. That goes in like a movie room, like when you actually have a theater, you sit in and watch things in.
Do you not feel financially stable?
No, not particularly. Do you feel financially stable?
Relatively.
I mean, I think relatively for like our bracket in life, yeah, we're financially stable. I don't think dropping $2,000 on a pair of Rocky shorts financially stable is the level I'm at quite yet.
Yeah, but 2,000, that's like rent, and you don't pay rent.
Yeah, but like
Dang.
saving for the fact that I'll
No,
pay
I'm
for
not.
the
This isn't
mortgage.
like trying to. I'm not trying to. Like, I was just like,
Yeah. No, like
No,
I
yeah.
don't
I didn't
disagree
mean
with
for that
you.
to come out. Like,
I don't disagree with you, but it's like the money that is like I'm basically paying rent to myself by saving for a mortgage.
I like that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like I pay myself rent that then goes into the savings account. I don't touch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just loved seeing the text come up in the group chat, and it was like, guys, I need your help.
Yeah,
And
dude,
it's like,
I went
do
back
I?
4
9 in the
times.
morning on a Sunday. It's like,
I went back 4 times. Oh, the other one they had too was
Hunter
the
is
Jerry.
busy right now.
I know. They did Jerry Maguire. It was Tom Cruise. Like, it was sweet. It was very. Oh, then they had a $5,000. This one, like, this is the one where I know I've made it in life if I ever like drop the money on this. $5,000 Christopher Reeve signed Superman photo in like a very nice glass. It was just it was sweet.
I thought you were gonna say like costume, like a
No.
Superman costume. That would.
Well, that's what I thought too. It was like if I ever figure out a way to get a Christopher Reeve signed anything, I'd want like a costume or like want like a, I don't know, something that's not just like a printed photo.
Was the Henry Cavill one like 10 grand?
Yeah, it was 10 grand, and there was a.
It was already sold, Jack.
There were 17 guys fighting over it that all looked the exact same.
Just went to
Yeah,
Jack.
it's funny.
Yeah, they all their Hot Pocket or Hot Topic like loyalship cards were falling out of their pockets as they were fighting over it. No, but the real thing I did was I started a show that I don't like, but I have to finish it because I'm that kind of person. So I started Adults on Hulu. It's like an FX show.
It has the guy from TikTok on there.
Yes, it's like a
Yes,
group
I
of
love
like
that guy.
It's a group of 20-somethings in the city, like living life.
Who's the
It's
TikTok
basically like Gen Z friends, and it's horrendous. It is a horrendous show, where it makes Gen Z look like the dumbest human beings alive, and like it makes like we are Gen Z, this group of people. I think, aren't we?
We
all?
are. We are.
Yeah.
That's correct.
It makes us look like we can't boil a pot of water. Like it is shocking, how little they think of us, and it's crazy because it's like written and like all acted by these Gen Z-ers. Just a wild show. But I can't not finish it because I'm already 3 episodes in and I have to. It's like 4 more, and I'm like, I guess I'll just finish it. It's a
Why did you
sickness.
start in the first place?
I thought it'd be good because I was like,
What made you think?
I like
going
the show-
into it
okay.
that it would be good.
all right, I like the show Friends. I think all of us here at least like to, enjoy the show Friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, it'd be kind of cool to have a Friends for our generation, like a Friends that's like they have cell phones and they go through the problems we go through as 20-somethings. These people are just not real human beings. If they are people I don't want to associate with ever.
Very out of touch. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you a plot line to an episode real quick. A plot line to the episode was they found so one of the roommates was on a dry spell, and so they found a guy who they thought would be great for the roommate. And so instead of just saying, "Hey, I have a roommate I think you should really meet," and they'd be kind of great to chat with him, they proceeded to put an air tag in the guy's bag and try to track him throughout the city. And then the air tag fell out of the bag, and they chased a rat around the city because the rat took it. And that was the whole episode. Hard-hitting drama.
Nice.
Yeah.
They cooked with that one.
Yeah, they were up in the studio like, that's the one episode. Yeah. But Charlie Cox is in it also, so shout out my boy Daredevil. Yeah.
Why? Okay,
Nice.
Whatever. If it were me, Hunter, I would have stopped after. Honestly, I probably would have stopped halfway through episode 1.
It's a sickness I have. Well, also on the same topic, Doctor Who just finished its most recent season. And spoiler alert, what are we doing here, folks?
I've seen the reactions.
Yeah, Ncuti already regenerated into the next Doctor, who apparently is now the companion from the Eccleston era, but like she's Bad Wolf, so like is she really the Doctor? And at the end of this episode, didn't confirm she's the Doctor. I don't know what's going on, but I have to keep watching it because it's something that I had a niche interest in when I was like 13, and so this is my life now. As 10 years later.
It's crazy.
Which we're actually going to talk about something like that later on when we talk about Stranger Things, a niche interest when you're 13 that continues to itch at you as you get older. But we'll get there when we get there. But that's enough of me. What have you guys been watching? What have you been up to?
You want to go first, Charlie?
Sure. I've actually been watching good things.
Assault. I have good things on my list too. When we get back to it.
I'm just playing. No, I actually did watch some good movies this week. I feel like I watched classics that I'd always heard of but never had actually seen. So I was pretty happy with what I was able to see. But I watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Have either of you guys seen that?
No, I've heard. That's one I've had on my watch list for a while. It's got Johnny Depp, and it's like,
yeah. It's Johnny Depp, Benicio del Toro. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's kind of like Blues Brothers if they were just on drugs the entire time and went to Vegas.
So right up your alley.
Yeah, it's my kind of movie. But it was good. I gave it 3.5 stars after reading other reviews. I think I did myself a sort of disservice by not either one, reading the book beforehand, or two, reading some reviews, because there's a lot of symbolism in it. I think, from what I understand, or at least they're trying to, there's a message to the film that I didn't get. So I think I would revisit it in the future after reading the book, or maybe just educating myself a little more on the topics that were represented. But I still enjoyed it. It was really funny. And then I watched Banshees of Inisherin, 2022, with Colin Farrell, and the other guy's actor is escaping me.
Brendan Gleeson.
Is that who he is?
Isn't it Brendan Gleeson?
Plays Mad Eye Moody in Harry Potter.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he plays Knuckles in Paddington 2.
Yeah, he does. Knuckles McGinty.
Yeah, this was great. Same thing. Didn't know there was so much symbolism until towards the end of the film, when my roommate walked in, like, "Oh, Banshees of Inisherin. You know, like this whole movie's about the Irish Civil War. Like it's like a metaphor." Like, oh, that's wow. So same thing. Would revisit it. I think I liked this more than Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but it was also like polar opposite type of film. So then I watched Dazed and Confused. What is it, 1993? Yeah. 1993 film with Matthew McConaughey and a bunch of other, no other actors in that got really big, I don't think.
Is that the one where he's like, they keep getting older, but I stay the same age, or whatever it is? Is that
other way around?
Yeah, he doesn't say,
yeah.
I get older, they stay the same age. Yeah. That one.
Got there in the end.
Yep.
It's also the all right. That one. Honestly, if I watch this again, I will probably give it 5 stars. This may be one of my favorite movies. This was an all-time vibes movie. I watched it yesterday morning, so Saturday morning, and it was just I was laughing, just having a good time. Acting was a little bit, left a little bit to be desired, and I also thought the younger brother, I forget what his name is, but I thought his acting was kind of tough at some points, but it was still such a fun movie. And the last one I watched was My Cousin.
I like how you watch this. You're like, no one else got big, and both Ben Affleck and Mila Jovovich are in this movie.
Oh, Ben Affleck is in this. Yeah, he's actually crazy. He's so unhinged in this.
You're like, yeah, no one else is really big in this.
Yeah, but yeah.
Also, isn't Renee Zellweger in this? Is an uncredited? I'm looking right now. I know she's in it. So
okay.
Good for her.
I was just trying to see if you would catch her.
Yeah, you're seeing if I looked it up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I've heard it's so many good things, but I just haven't seen it.
Jack, you got to watch it. I texted my sister after, and I said, you have to watch this today. It is so dang fun. So yeah. But anyway, last film I watched, My Cousin Vinny. This may be the first movie where I've actually laughed out loud for a long time from like the humor. I thought this was hysterical. Yeah. I also had never seen what is it, Marissa Tomei? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I saw her in the credits. I was like, oh, she's in this film. And then when I actually saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so young. And I think this might have been her big break, is what I heard.
She won an Oscar off this.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's one of the younger Oscar winners ever.
She did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's crazy.
It was a big controversy, I believe, at the time.
Wow.
Let me see. Yeah, she won for Best Supporting Actress in 1993 against Judy Davis, Joan Plowright, Vanessa Redgrave, and Miranda Richardson.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But yeah, pretty good week all around. I was very happy with what I watched.
Sounds like bro watched the wrong Ralph Macchio movie this week.
Yeah, it seems like he
I was thinking about that.
wrong one.
I was thinking about that.
Or maybe the right one. Maybe the right one.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Jack, I don't have that many this week, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, thanks, man. All right, so I rewatched Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I give it 4.5 again. I think it's incredible. Truly, the sequences of him in underwater and on the plane are just wild. I sent you guys a behind-the-scenes clip today of how they did that plane, the jump from one to the next. Just incredible filmmaking across the board. And I do think that this is one of those movies that's going to age really, really well. I think it's one of those that now that you know what it is, and I think, Jack, you kind of alluded to this last week when we talked about it, like now that you know what you're expecting and what to kind of go into it with, I think that it's just more and more enjoyable on every single rewatch. The entire sub is just incredible. All of those just little side characters have moments to shine. Just really, really well done. And then I watched 1999's Office Space. And Charles, you should watch this if you've never seen it.
I was going to. When I saw your review and then read the summary, I was like,
yeah,
I need to watch this.
You should really watch this. It's it awakens something in you as a person who works in an office and a person who works in the business sector of life. It's very interesting, and I do highly recommend it. Very funny. Some great moments as well. I think it's very relatable, and I'm very glad also I had never watched it prior to working in an office setting. I think it would not have been as good. And then I finally got around to Friendship. Thank goodness. This this was good. This was good. I gave it 3.5 stars. Like, I didn't love it, but I really liked it. Tim Robinson is great. I think Paul Rudd does some awesome stuff here, but maybe the unsung hero of this is Kate Mara as his wife. Just some awesome moments. Her kissing her son on the lips, and he's like, "What the heck?" It's just so good. And then her going missing in the tunnels.
Yeah,
coming back like, she's like, I just want to hang out with the her like ex-boyfriend is just
Devin.
so funny. Yeah, Devin, the ex-boyfriend, is just great. And then Tim Robinson is just so funny. It's a very particular sense of humor, but I think it works well. And I really do like it. So it was very funny. And then I was kind of on the same vibe of like, I want some more comedy in my life. So I went to and I watched Naked Gun from the Files of the Police Squad because the remake is coming out this summer. So I was like, I'll watch the original again. Just some awesome visual humor that is so well done. Like, some of the setups and punchlines are so funny from just a visual perspective where you have to actually be paying attention to a comedy. And Leslie Nielsen, just great line delivery across the board. And then I watched Karate Kid Legends, which we'll touch on. And then finally I was like, I'm still kind of on a comedy kick. So I watched American Pie. I've never seen American Pie before. Probably the high school like comedy, I would say, of all time. And it was really funny. Like, I gave it 3 stars. I think it does kind of go into that like gross out humor a bit too much for my liking, but I mean, it is just like so iconic and like so perfect in the world of comedy. And it's also just like quick, like it's a quick comedy. And I think that's so important for comedies. They don't overstay your welcome. I say that though, as there are 4 of these, with like 1,000 spinoffs. So I might have to dabble in at least the sequel, sometime this week, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
It's like those are like classic movies. I feel like I watched like middle school, high school.
Yeah, no, never
That were like
got around to it.
super iconic that I don't know if I'll ever revisit anytime soon, but like sometime in the near future, I feel like it'd be fun to just.
I was more of a not another teen movie guy with Chris Evans.
Okay.
I thought that was more my level, and I always love that. So
Fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
this week I got a little bit more. I got 5 more movies, which was good. So again, one of the workout movies that I was able to get done was Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
ooh,
Just felt like I just kind of wanted to dabble and just kind of get into, Fantastic Four a little bit before the new one coming out. And, I think I really liked the first one. It's definitely not like the best quality movie. I think the visuals, for one, I think they look great, like especially like the practical suits and the practical sets for the most part look very good in the movie. But like the second one, man, Silver Surfer looks great, but the dialogue is just so hard. And I think the highlight of this one is like at times they really highlight like the bromance between the Human Torch and the Thing, which I'm really hoping they can kind of dive into in this next movie, because even though it's like 5 minutes in this movie where it's just like them two hanging out and they think they're going to get like outcast from the entire group, it's just like that kind of connection. I really hope that they can like really bring that to life, whether it's in this movie or in, movies down the road. But I'm really excited for that movie to come out. So finished up that movie and then went and saw Friendship, dude. Like everything you said, like it's very unique sense of humor, but like watching this with a packed out theater was like one of the best theater experiences of the year.
dude, one dude was having such a good time.
Dude, same.
One dude was having a great time.
It would just be like quiet, and then the people in the front would just start dying laughing.
Oh yeah, no, dude, the guy 3 rows ahead of me was just every little joke, and I was like, all right, buddy, all right. I think it's funny too, but let's calm it down.
Honestly, for like his humor though, I feel like he didn't even have to say anything. He'd just like look into the camera, or he would just say something like even his introduction when he like leans into the camera and like looks straight at you. You're just like, bro, that is just like so funny. I think the subway scene here, just like that whole sequence with the with the guy at the phone store where he licks the toad. And he's like, I'm going to have like the most crazy trip ever. And he literally just goes to a Subway and like in my head,
I just ordered.
Like,
so funny.
I just thought it was so funny. Like, again, I think this is like a top Paul Rudd role for me. I think it's just like, obviously, I mean, spoilers here. Unfortunately, we can't dedicate an entire episode to discussing this movie. I don't even know how you would dissect this movie if you were to like analyze it. I went on TikTok and I saw people like analyzing the subway scene, and I'm just like, yeah, I think that's too much for me. Like, it was funny. I thought it was good. But man, the ending there with like they have that like that look. I'm like, man, this is like La La Land, but like Tim Robinson style bromance. I'm like, there's something going on there. It's just that final look, he just like it was good. I liked it. I thought it was funny. Seeing it with people made it infinitely better though.
When all the friends are singing in that circle, my theater died.
Oh, him at the end trying to make them sing again.
Yes.
At gunpoint. Oh no, the reveal of the wig is just so great. And then him
like, get on the ground.
You're weak. I will blow your head off right now. Did you just get it real quick?
And I like how at the end they make it feel like, oh man, he's really gonna pull this together. His life, like he's gonna bring his wife back, and him and his family, they're gonna be a family together.
Yeah, they're gonna be together again.
And then he's like, oh darn, I forgot the candles. Then he gets in the car, and the best part is he's like speeding with his car. And I'm like, oh, he's gonna hit a speed bump, and he just like you can just see the bottom of his car just like light up as soon as he hits the speed bumps. But Yeah, it was funny because I showed that trailer to like my family, and they're like, "That just looks like the worst movie ever." And I was like, "No, like you don't
it's
get
good.
it. You don't get it."
Well, it's funny because they do Chekhov's gun twice, but like they do it once, obviously with a real gun, and you're like, all right, that's gonna come back later. But then the
Yeah.
real Chekhov's gun is him multiple times bragging that he got the speed bumps put into the neighborhood. Like, yeah, no, you see this? I got those done for us. And then it's what ruins his whole life is the speed bump.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
Just hilarious stuff. But I liked it. I think there's just like, I don't know. I think it's cool to go see like a comedy movie that's like different from, I feel like the norm of like comedy movies that we're so used to seeing. Like me, for one, I love like the classic Will Ferrell comedy movies, but like I feel like we're in a really weird space with like comedy movies right now in theaters. So just being able to go and like see one and like laugh with the crowd is always a good time. But then again, we already know like I was a little down after my most recent Mission Impossible experience. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna rewatch one just to see if like this can like just boost me up to the highs of Mission Impossible that I love. And so I watched Fallout, and it was just like so good. And I'd already logged the movie twice on Letterboxd. I'd given it a 4.5, but this time I fully gave it that 5-star seal. It's that good. I think nonstop the entire movie it's literally massive action sequence, like one after the other, massive reveal. Can't say enough good things about this movie, but really, really good. And then watch Karate Kids, which was something that I watched. And then I watched Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. And I wanted to revisit Dead Reckoning particularly just to see if I felt like there was a different tone shift from this movie into the part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there is a slight tone, or in my opinion, I think there is a big like change in tone between the two movies, especially between like Gabriel's character. I feel like Gabriel's character is just a very different person between both of these movies. So I'm excited to go see The Final Reckoning again to see if like, you know what, I really feel that way, you know, about his character and about some of the decisions that were made. So I'll probably see that the next week or two. But I did like Dead Reckoning a lot more on this rewatch, and I had it at a 4 on my first watch, but I'm kind of in between like a 4 and a 4.5 right now. So we'll see where I end up. But great stuff. Such a good movie. Sorry, that went a little bit longer than anticipated, but
No, you're chilling.
Good.
You're all good, man. All right, ready for some news?
Yes, sir.
First piece of news, probably arguably the biggest piece of news of the week, is we have our Harry Potter. Harry Potter comes out next year on HBO Max. And so we have our 3 main roles. So Dominic McLaughlin will play the role of Harry Potter. Arabella Stanton will play Hermione Granger, and Alistair Stout, wow, that's British, will play Ron Weasley. They're the 3 newcomers joining the cast, and being the 3 titular children of Harry Potter. As always, the internet was calm, accepting, cool, collected about this news, and acted appropriately. So
Wouldn't expect anything else.
I know. It's crazy how rational everyone is all the time. I have no issue with this. Who cares? It's Harry Potter.
yeah, I'm
In.
honestly kind of pumped. Like initially
Yeah.
I wasn't super excited, but like if they're good, we get more good Harry Potter content. But if it's bad, I can just act like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And make fun of it.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. No,
Exactly.
if this is bad, think of the investment they're making. Like this is guaranteed 8 seasons, 6 seasons at least. 6, like how many books are there, Charles? Like 6?
There's 7.
Okay, so 7 years. We're getting 7 years of Harry Potter. If it's a flop, could you imagine if they had to stop at book like 3 and they're like, yeah, we're gonna cut our losses and go home? That's so embarrassing.
I just want to say one thing. It's like
Speak
when
the truth.
everyone sees how awesome Deathly Hallows Part 1 is and
Yeah.
how they give it like, I mean, first off, like that's already the best Harry Potter movie, but like when it's shown in the show and everyone's like, you know what, maybe the Deathly Hallows Part 1 is the best movie, and everyone's on that train, don't come to me, because I already told you. All right, so
Yeah,
just throwing that out there. I didn't want to, just want to put that to rest for everyone that's in my DMs right now.
hey, it's all good, man. I wonder how they're gonna break this show up, though. Like, are we gonna get like 3 episodes of him before he even goes to Hogwarts, or like, will it be like a whole episode before, then like a train episode where they're just on the train for a whole? Like, I don't get how this is gonna work, but we'll see. And I think Charles needs to be our Harry Potter correspondent, and he has to watch these episodes.
Yeah, I'll watch them.
I think I'll watch them too.
I'll probably watch them as well, but Charles has to be this is his version of the Acolyte. He has to watch this.
This is my opportunity to shine.
Yeah.
First it was Dogman.
Yeah, now it's this.
I saw the Dogman was added to streaming, and I almost desubscribed from streaming.
Dogman coming soon to the Criterion channel, I believe. Maybe a movie as well.
Hate that.
But yeah, that's Harry Potter. We'll cross more of it when we come to it. I think set photos are going to be really cool from this, because I think obviously they're going to have to build like a giant Hogwarts and just have it for the next 7 years. So I'm
excited to see how like different it'll look.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Like, what major changes are they going to make that like really make it stand out and feel different from the Hogwarts that we already know?
I want it to feel a little cleaner. Like I did always like how like Hogwarts was a little like dirty and like old. I think it'd be interesting if it was like, I don't know, a little more pristine of a school.
Okay.
I'm trying to make a change. All right. They nailed it the first time. They nailed it.
That's true.
So if I'm going to make any changes, it's just like maybe the one change is that they hired an extra guy instead of the creepy guy with the cat to go around and clean things. They hired someone else. Like, they had one other guy going around and just scrubbing some stuff instead of one dude. One guy for a whole castle is ridiculous.
Like all glass walls. It's just like a super modern looking
Hogwarts. Yeah. This is our block. Yeah.
It looks like an Apple store.
Wait, will it be in modern day? Like, are all these kids gonna have cell phones? Do wizards have cell phones?
It'll be set back in the.
Can they use their wands as
what's written
phones?
This isn't Wizards of Waverly Place, man. That's the wrong.
Beep, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, that was so good. I remember that. Yeah,
that's what I thought about as soon as you did that. I was like, dude, that's like. Oh man,
cool. But it'll be good, hopefully. Next up is Superman. Superman is supposed to finish, like they're gonna have picture lock 5 weeks early from release, which is like insanity, especially for one of these movies this big. 5 weeks is wild. That's a big confidence booster for people outside of it. And they're saying Superman might open with $156 to $175 million opening. It's apparently pre-tracking is humongous, which is awesome. And so I hope it is. Obviously, like I'm the Superman guy here on the pod, but we're all very excited for it. I hope this is huge. I hope this is great.
Can I speak my truth?
Quinn, you can always speak your truth in this podcast.
I'm not gonna like it.
Oh, are you out on Superman?
I'm not all the way in on Superman.
Talk to me. Lay it on me. What's wrong? What's wrong, Pookie? How can I help?
I watch the trailer, and I think just some of it looks goofy. I think there's a lot going on, and hopefully it's not too much going on in the actual movie. But the trailer, they throw a lot at you.
They do.
And I think that is a little bit concerning. I don't know if that's the right word. I also compared to Fantastic Four, and I think Fantastic Four just looks more grounded, and it looks a little like slower. It looks like a proper origin and like intro to like a universe. Superman is just there's I don't know. There's so much going on, and the newest trailer pushed me out even further because I just don't love like the humor that's presented, like up here, that thing, and then he flies up. I don't like that at all.
Jack, quick sidebar. Jack, just you and I. Yo, what's wrong with this guy?
And
Okay.
I'm concerned that that's gonna be the vibe of the movie. They're kind of like the mood of the movie, and that's kind of just like the main concern.
Listen, that's fair. I'll give it to you. All right. I think trailers are there to give you a little tease of what's to come, and we haven't got the whole meal. I think the whole meal is where you can judge. I think it's very fair that you feel a little out on it from a trailer perspective. I feel the opposite of you when it comes to the Fantastic Four trailer. I think that the Fantastic Four trailer is shockingly similar to this from a vibe perspective. Like the Thing picking up that car to make the kids happy, and then Superman like being saved by like a guy pulling him out of a crater is like the same vibe to me. So it's interesting that you feel it's different, but we'll see. We'll see.
I think I come to Charlie's like defense, not like fully. I'm not like, man, this looks like super goofy, but like I think for me, like what the Superman movie is gonna mean to me is like, can this movie make me feel something that I haven't felt with a Superman movie before, or can it, heighten the way that
can it make me feel like Christopher Reeve again?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And I think that's what I'm looking at for this. Like, I do think there are some visual elements that maybe I see them and I'm like, it's not my favorite. But like, I already know in my mind, I'm not like, man, I'm going to see some like visual spectacle.
Yeah.
I'm going to see like, how does this character elevate what this character is supposed to make you feel like?
And I've always been of the opinion, and maybe others will disagree or agree, that I believe that superheroes and Superman in general dresses the way he does and acts the way he does to make other people feel calm. Like an all-powerful being dressing with his underwear on the outside of his costume, wearing a cape and like tall boots and looking pretty dorky, and then also like saying, hey, up here, like to me is always like a calming mechanism for those around him, where it feels like he's in control of every situation, which I think helps everyone around it make it feel less dangerous for like the civilians. But we'll have to see. That's what we have a 1 month pretty much. So
I think looking at these two movies again, I think it's like which one can make me feel the most.
Yeah.
Which one can, and right now I think Superman will, just because I feel like they have to pack a really hard punch on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because unfortunately with Marvel, I think even if this isn't like the best movie ever, I think even if it's like all right, Marvel will still be fine. But if like this does bad for Superman, like
it'll be so sad. It'll never come back.
And I think that's why, or I'm not happy that you'd feel that way, but like I think that's why I'm happy I'm going to be here for the Superman episode, because I want to see how you feel immediately out of the movie, as opposed to Fantastic Four. Like I am interested in how what you guys think of it, but like
fantastic.
But I mean, more than fantastic, I just hope it's super, man.
This guy rocks.
Look, I do hope I'm wrong. I'm never rooting for the downfall of a film, but
no, I mean, it's fair. It's fair that obviously I come in with a preconception and a fandom there, I think, in comparison to a lot of others, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's Superman news. Next up, something very close to this podcast is Mamma Mia 3. Sabrina Carpenter is eyed for the lead role in Mamma Mia 3, who apparently will be the daughter, the granddaughter of Donna's character. So pretty exciting stuff there. The real question for me, though, is which of the Mamma Mia 2 cast will return as the young cast, because I'm a big Mamma Mia 2 head. But this looks, I'm in on this. I want more Mamma Mia in my life. So the more I get, the better.
We've already been confirmed that we're getting a third one.
Right? I think so. It's just like, more of a timeline.
Yeah. I'm in. I think it'd be cool.
I
think Sabrina Carpenter's I'm not like the biggest fan of her music, but she's got some bangers, Like
I think she's talented.
Absolute bangers.
Please.
You don't have to.
Don't prove I'm wrong.
I think the listeners are familiar. We don't have to.
Okay. Cool.
Dude,
But I'd like that.
Jack, what's with this guy? Jack Sidebar, real quick. What's up with this guy today? What's going on with this guy? He moves rooms and thinks he's like the coolest guy around. What's going on?
Look, I'm just happy that we're getting Sabrina Carpenter in some sort of like musical because people are like Tangled, really pushing for her in Tangled. Well, they just put a pause on Tangled. Unfortunately, they're not going to cast a 35-year-old Sabrina Carpenter.
Tangled's coming back, dude. Lilo and Stitch box office. Tangled will be back.
Wait a minute. How old is Sabrina Carpenter?
I think Sabrina Carpenter is 24. 24. 25.
What I'm just saying is like if they're putting an end to the live action movies indefinitely, like I'm just like, okay, like
Lilo and Stitch is going to make $1 billion.
I know, but just looking at the news, like from the past, I know, not talking about anything that has just happened. Like, all right, they might give like a 6 or 7 year break on these movies. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We hope so as a podcast.
But I feel like that age range would be like, give or take a couple of years, but I'm just pumped that she's in something, dude. The Mamma Mia 1 and Mamma Mia 2 are just straight bangers. So I feel like a third, even if it is a slight dip in the quality, we would still be winning. And that would be a massive box office movie as well. Like, I just feel like that can't miss.
I'm with you.
Sabrina is 26.
Ah,
okay.
Close.
But do you guys know how old Jenna Ortega is?
20.
I got it.
4.
22.
She's 22. Hunter, we are older than her.
Come on.
Dude,
Also,
look how old Tate McRae is. This one hurt my brain the other day when I found that out.
What?
Henry Barber let me know this one the other day. Broke my brain.
She's 21?
She just turned 21.
No, she turned 20. She's almost 22.
I don't know about you.
We're also older than Jenna. Wait, did I say Jenna Ortega already?
You did.
Yeah.
I meant what's her name? Why can't I navigate now? Olivia Rodrigo.
Dang.
Yeah, she was singing the driver's license song when I already had a car. So
this is so cool. Look at all these youngsters making an impact on the industry. Gotta love it.
I mean, if you think of the youth in Hollywood, you think of like them. You think of our podcast. Like you group those things together in your mind.
Exactly.
That's weird because my sister went to her concert last year and was like super fired up. And thinking about it now, my sister, 25 years old, went to see a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Is Chalamet 25?
Don't do
No,
this.
he's
This one's gonna hurt me.
He's like 27, I think.
If he's younger than 25, I will feel
I could be.
so
That's
sad.
definitely.
He's 29.
Oh,
okay.
Good God.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was a bad
Kylie
estimate.
might be 27.
Wait, if he's 29,
Yeah, Kylie.
he was like 26 when they filmed Dune. Oh, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
It should have been us.
That should have been us. Where was our phone call? Okay, back to some more news. Similar but different. Ariana Grande
31.
Ariana Grande is 31.
Yeah, all these names came up right when I searched up.
Ariana Grande is going to star opposite Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro in Meet the Parents 4. So off the heels of a great performance in Wicked, she said to herself, Let's go meet the parents. Let's go meet
It's a
the
great
parents,
pick.
guys."
It's a great pick.
Yeah. So we're gonna meet the parents 4. De Niro
Ben Stiller don't miss.
back.
Ben Stiller's a sad man right now because
Yeah.
of the state of Indiana.
So is
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Timothée.
Timothée.
They're all
Chalamet.
sad, yeah.
Hey, I gotta say, respect to them though.
Yeah.
Like going into like that environment and like they looked calm, cool, collected. They're just there to support their
Yeah,
team.
no, they did. They did. They look cool.
And like seeing them travel with them, like that's cool. To see that
Yeah.
like a
Objectively very
celeb
cool.
has that much fandom for this team that they're like, you know what, like this is potentially our year, so I'm gonna go travel to like as many games as I can. And I think that's cool. So hats off to them for supporting their squad.
Agreed.
I think I've seen all the Meet the Parents or Meet the Fockers or Meet the In-Laws or whatever you want to call it. But
You've
I
seen
like
the
the movies.
entire meet the universe.
They're not like the greatest movies ever, but I think that a reboot with Ariana Grande has potential.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
An aging De Niro, Ben Stiller. I like it. I'm intrigued. You have my attention.
You have my attention. Now, what are you gonna do with it? Is the question. All right. Next is Tadum happened, which is the Netflix event where they go through all their stuff. So we're gonna speed through some of the less interesting stuff to us personally, and we'll focus on the cooler stuff for us. Squid Game final season coming soon.
We have a Squid Game podcast.
I've never seen Squid Game.
I've also never seen it.
Jack, Squid Game?
I've seen the first season, but I haven't seen the newest one.
Okay, that's fair. First look at Chopper in One Piece season 2, and the crowds go crazy? Question mark? No? Okay. Wednesday got a first look at season 2 as well. Anything else there? Nope. Okay. Moving on to stuff we're interested in. Happy Gilmore 2 had its first trailer drop, or I guess second trailer drop. We had that teaser. Yikes. No thanks.
Bad Bunny.
What did you think this movie was going to be?
Like, I don't. Smaller? Is that a bad thing? I think it would be smaller. I mean, the last 30 seconds of this trailer was just like, here are all my famous friends.
I know. But I don't know. I feel like accepting and really diving into making this like the most absurd and like having every single star possible in this movie. Like, I'm not going to watch Happy Gilmore 2 for like the character development. Like, I'm here to see, just Adam Sandler doing stupid stuff and like having a good time, So if they can make this a vibes movie, I'm all in. And I feel like I got good vibes from this. Like, they had quite possibly like at least 8 or 9 professional golfers in this movie. And like the fact that John Daly is potentially like has a big part in this movie is just, I like it. So I think a lot of people will too. I think it's going to go crazy on streaming.
Oh yeah, no, this is
going to be bananas.
Like good job putting.
It's going to break so many records.
Oh yeah, it's going to have a bajillion watch minutes, and Netflix is going to be like, everyone in the entire Northern Hemisphere watched this for 8 hours, as they always do.
Dads and grandfathers are just going to be they'll watch it once and they'll like go outside, look at the lawn, mow the lawn, go back inside, and just be like, I should watch that again.
Do you guys think it was Netflix's idea to do this or Adam Sandler's?
I think probably Netflix.
Okay.
I bet Netflix was like, hey, Adam, here's a blank check. Which one of your movies do you want to make a sequel to? And he's like, man, it'd be kind of fun to get paid to like play golf and talk to golfers.
Big Daddy 2.
Yeah, that's which is why he did Big Daddy 2.
Mr. Deeds 2. Click 2.
Yeah. Clicking again.
Billy Madison 2 goes to college.
The Rewind.
Billy Madison 2, actually, I would be a little more interested in somehow.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's actually like a story.
Yeah, like there's something there.
Whereas Happy Gilmore 2, whatever.
It's all good. Whatever. Who needs it? But yeah, that's I don't know. This trailer did not do it for me. But hey, you know what? Maybe the movie will. It comes out kind of soon-ish.
When?
July, end of July. I think it actually comes out the same weekend as
Fantastic Four.
It
does.
Is there like I wonder if it's coming out like for a golf weekend.
Charles, you and I can watch that on 2 separate plane rides.
Golf tournament.
See, I'm hoping that I can watch or download Happy Gilmore while I'm on vacation so I can watch it. Because I feel like that's something my grandpa's going to like really get into.
Yes.
So I'm hoping I can watch it and maybe just like send a video and be like, hey guys.
Hey guys, I finally got around to it. This was a absolute banger. Yeah,
but that should be a fun weekend.
Yeah, those two are quite the 1-2 punch. All right, next up was the Frankenstein movie. This is from Guillermo del Toro, starring Mia Goth, Christoph Waltz, Oscar Isaac, and Jacob Elordi. Originally, this was supposed to be Andrew Garfield as the titular Frankenstein. Actually, as the Frankenstein's monster, excuse me, because Oscar Isaac is Dr. Frankenstein. This being on Netflix makes me so annoyed. I want to watch this in the theater.
It just felt so big. It felt like this massive movie that you should watch on a big screen. And
Yeah,
it just like
agreed.
I find out that it's just going to be something I flip on in my living room and close all the shades. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. I get a bucket of popcorn in my house. It just doesn't, it doesn't feel the same. So
We can
I am
DoorDash
kind of
it
bummed
to
about that.
theaters now.
Yeah.
I thought there was another Frankenstein with like Christian Bale.
Yeah.
That's the Bride of Frankenstein
I think it's nine.
by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Coming
Is
later.
that also this year?
It's I believe it's in October time.
It's awfully
Yeah.
confusing.
I like this though. It felt very like I haven't seen any of Guillermo del Toro's movies, so
Seriously?
but I don't think so. But
Wow,
it just
surprised
looks
by that.
it just looks very magical, and I feel like the atmosphere is really giving these strong like vibes that I'm just gonna. This just feels like a great October movie that you're just gonna turn on and just vibe out to. With the leaves are gonna be turning, into red and yellow, and you're gonna have a nice little pumpkin spice candle going on in your house. Yeah, sorry, but
No, I like it. I like
that's what I'm getting from it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dig it.
When did it say it's coming out again? Any chance anyone has this on the top of their head?
I do. I have it. It will come out November.
Okay, November when the leaves are turning red and yellow.
When the leaves are already red. Yes.
Yes, when they already are.
When they have become red.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean, it's pretty.
I think you
interesting.
could see this one, Charlie. It didn't look like.
No, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, it looked very like playful, but yet like. It for
I'll
some
watch
reason,
that.
just like watching it, it gave me very strong like George Miller, Fury Road, like Wasteland. Especially with like the filter they had going on, or like the way that this, like the color pops in the trailer. That's like the vibe I was getting from it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll be okay. I'll
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Next up was Wake Up Dead Man, the Knives Out mystery, starring an awesome cast of Daniel Craig back as Benoit Blanc, Jeremy Renner, Josh O'Connor, Kaylee Spaney, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Andrew Scott, Glenn Close, Kerry Washington, Thomas Hayden Church. This looked really quite good. I'm into this. I think this is going to be better than Glass Onion for sure. I just got a vibe from it. It feels better than Glass Onion.
Yeah, me too. I think what makes these movies so awesome is the fact that we've now gotten like a full trilogy of these movies, but they all feel so different and unique from one another.
Yes.
And they've just had these awesome, amazing casts. And like, I'm so pumped for Josh O'Connor. I know we get like a little snippet of him with like with the knife and his full priest fit. So
Yeah, fit it out.
it gave me, and I liked how they kind of teased it leading up to the, I don't know, 45-second clip they showed, but it was just like this very eerie setting. And it felt like you were thrown into like a game of like, I don't know, what is it, like Clue or something. It was just, again, this is going to be a great movie to have a candle going. The trees are going to be red. Just
Jack is all over these.
I don't know why I'm getting pumped for fall. It's literally the beginning of June.
Well, sometimes things are different. Fall is around the corner.
Yeah,
It's football season. That's what it is.
Oh,
exactly.
we gotta
See?
do a fall draft.
Ooh, top
That's nothing
5
to do.
top fall
That's nothing
things.
to do with film.
Yeah, no
Fall
movie, nothing
movies.
with a movie at all. It's just like fall things. Yeah,
Apple cider.
yeah.
Gotta do a summer draft. Maybe like some like summer associated movies or something like that. I'd be in for that.
Oh yeah, fellas. Can I listen? We talked in the beginning of the episode about impulse purchases. Can I give you one real quick? Can you tell me if it's a cool?
Dude.
Hang on, I'm not gonna buy it. All right, I just want to tell you I'm telling the people it's for sale. Right, right now you can bid on Batman Returns, Danny DeVito, Oswald Cobblepot dummy head and body hands made out of latex. The actual like latex they put on Danny DeVito's face. Right now, the current bid is $175.
How much time is left?
9 days.
That
Okay. I feel like it's gotta be at least $1,000 by the end of it, at
Dude.
least.
Listen, I'm just putting it out there that it happens.
don't waste your. Can you just toss me the link though, just so I can make sure I don't.
Yeah, I just want to make sure no one else can get it.
I just want to make sure I don't accidentally stumble across it. I'll just
Oh, same auction has the Back to the Future Sports Almanac available right now, $2,700. Used in the movie.
See, these are things that I just don't. I'm like, these don't exist until I have the funds to like
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
Purchase.
I gotta get better at that.
Just like
hand up.
block it out, just tunnel vision. Like, yeah, that's
Lock it.
that's
All right, before we get to the we're gonna skip it. We're gonna move on. We gotta move on, or we're just get distracted and go on a deep dive into this auction site that looks really cool that I'm gonna look at later. All right, before we get into Stranger Things, Amazon Prime, out of nowhere, drops The Boys spinoff Gen V season 2's trailer, even though they knew that Tadum was happening. It's like, why are you dropping this right now? But they did, and it looks good. Gen V season 2 looks quite good. I'm super excited for this. I thought season 1 was great. We talked about it in this pod. Yeah, in on this.
anything The Boys universe. I'm in. They're definitely going really like the political alignment of this show has been very clear. Like, very clear the entire time. Like, if you watch the show, you can very much tell who they've been associating, almost the majority of these characters with. But it has never been more clear than right now.
Guy on Reddit's like, are you guys getting political undertones from this show?
Like, holy cow. Their whole, I think it's like what, make them super again or something like that.
Yeah, dude, make supers great again.
Yeah, something like that. And it's like, all right, they've just everything that they've already done, they're like, we're just gonna do it times 10. So I'm excited. I think it's fun. I am excited too, because like obviously with like Chance Perdomo, I might be butchering his name. I'm not entirely sure, but the actor who passed away, who was in the first season of Gen V, how they're treating his death. They're not just going to be like, oh, he died. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like some shows are just like, oh man, he got sick or he got like hit by a truck. But they're making it more of a mystery. Like his dad is shown in the trailer, like, oh, like my son is missing. Like, what did you do with my son? And they're turning it into part of the plot, and I'm all here for it. So I like how they're addressing his absence, which obviously will be missed because he was one of the main highlights of season 1. So I'm excited to see them broaden the scale of this show. Did you watch it, Charlie?
No, I was saying I couldn't find it, and then I looked it up again, and I found it immediately. I'm not sure what I was looking at before. I think I just looked up Gen V and looked at videos and didn't put trailer in it, and I have no excuse. I'm just, I'm not watching. But I love Gen V, so I'll probably watch it after pop up this episode.
Let's go. They're fun to crank out too. I mean, the first couple episodes are just like fun. And it's like just building out the Boys universe and what it would look like in a college atmosphere. And it's fun. It's a good time. It's just crazy to me that came out almost like 2 years ago.
It was that long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't very recently.
You guys were seniors first semester, I think fall. So like, I don't know, September of senior year. So time flies, man.
Yeah.
Soda soups.
All right, let's get into the bigger one. Stranger Things season 5. We got like a recap and then like a little tease at the end for what it's going to look like. But the release schedule is the big talking point, I would say here. First grouping releases November 26th. Then a few episodes released December 25th. And the final episode of Stranger Things Ever will release at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on December 31st, 2025. World day and date.
That's crazy.
Fellas, how do we feel about this release schedule?
Bro, I'm going to be watching football. Like, I mean, the New Year's Bowls, like, come on, man. They got to think.
Well, not New Year's Day.
New Year's, but still, there's still New Year's Eve.
There's still New Year's Eve games, yes.
That is nuts.
That's correct.
Well, there's going to be football. People are going to be doing things on New Year's Eve. That is a very strange day.
But people are still going to put part of their day, and they're just going to say, you know what, this is Stranger Things time. And I'm
but how long is the
shave
final episode going to be? Because I remember the final episode in season 4.
It was like a whole movie.
Yeah, it was like a movie.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm very excited.
I know.
I think this looks good.
Have you watched this from the beginning? Like
I've watched Stranger Things since the first season dropped. Like when they did like the big Super Bowl teaser of season 2, now it's like 7 years ago or 8 years ago. Like that was like a big moment for me, and like in my house, like I was like freaking out. I'm a big Stranger Things fan. But actually, just so you guys are aware, obviously. For the fans outside the podcast, they may not know this, but we are close personal friends with Mario Lopez, Extra's own Mario Lopez, also known. Charles, why are you laughing? It's our close personal friend, Mario Lopez. And so I texted him when this trailer dropped, and I was like, Mario, listen, you got anything for us about this? And so he sent us actually a clip of his upcoming interview with the Duffer Brothers about this new season. So we'll actually just play that now for everyone, so we can hear that. Also, just so we're all aware, he is not going to give us Maria Menounos' number quite yet. We're still working on that. So maybe we'll have Maria on soon enough. But as of now, our close personal friend, Mario Lopez, sent us this. Hey guys, it's me, Mario Lopez, and we're back with Extra on the set of Stranger Things Season 5. And we're about to talk to the Duffer Brothers on why this season is taking just so long to come out. Hey guys, how are you? Hey, thanks so much, Mario, for having us on the show. We're just here to talk about why it's taking so long, and really the reason is we actually wrapped filming back in last December. But we're going to play a clip for you here, and I want you to tell me why you think it's taking so long. All right, let's play that clip. All right, hey guys, it's me, 11. We need to save the day. Will, can you help me? Yeah, I can help you out. Okay, great. Dustin, can you help me? Yeah, I can also help you out as well. Okay, great, thanks. And Mike, are you able to help? Yeah, I am also able to help, and we can ride our bikes to save the day. So you see, Mario, that's just their natural voices after about 10 years of filming, but we're supposed to pretend like they're all 14 still. They clearly are in their early 20s, and so we've had to take the last year of just just fixing the audio and making it a little bit higher pitched for everyone, so we're not just confused as characters on why they all are deep voiced. We also have to make them shave 3 times a day, just to get rid of any chance of 5 o'clock shadow, and that takes a lot of production time. So really, that's the main reason. Any other questions, Mario? No, I don't think so. You know what? I just really appreciate your guys' time, and that's it today for Extra. Wow, thank you to our close personal friend Mario Lopez for sending that our way. Yeah, no, he's a good guy. Mario's a big fan of the pod, and we chat a lot. We always reference that group chat. A lot of people don't know it's actually the 3 of us and Mario Lopez in that chat. So,
I will say, he could tone it down a little bit on the texting, like. I don't know. Sometimes I get overwhelmed by how much he's reaching out, but
yeah. It's like, dude, it's 4 a.m. Like we all have work tomorrow. Like we're not going clubbing with you. Also, we don't live in the same state. Like Mario, we're not going to make our way to LA just for one night. But it's all good. Also, he's just like keeps reminding us he was on Saved by the Bell. It's like, yeah, Mario, we know you were on Saved by the Bell. Like we know you were on that show. That was like 20 years ago, dude. Get over it. So yeah, that's Mario Lopez for you guys. But yeah, Stranger Things Season 5, December. Get hype, I guess. All right, it's time for Karate Kid.
I guess.
I guess. Karate Kid Legends. After kung fu prodigy Li Fong relocates to New York City, he attracts unwanted attention from a local karate champion and embarks on a journey to enter the ultimate karate competition with the help of Mr. Han and Daniel LaRusso. Charles, you did not see this movie, correct? You watched it different. So I'd like you to guess the plot, if you could, of what this movie is.
Well, I watched the trailers. So, kid gets bullied. Kid needs to learn karate.
Yep.
Learns from from Jackie Chan, the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith. Needs more help. Calls in Ralph Macchio's character, and then they both tag team teaching this kid. And then the kid faces a couple hardships, loses some fights, but then in the end, wins.
Well, I think he just saved himself $12 and a couple hours at the cinema. Yeah, that's about it.
You missed a massive part, though.
Oh yeah,
there's a boxer who owns a
there's the
pizza restaurant, and he's
detour.
also dating his daughter, and there's a bunch of drama there. And then the daughter also used to date the enemy and the bad kung fu guy in this movie.
Yeah,
and
which is the same thing from the first movie, by the way.
Yeah, and there's just this weird detour. And you know what? I really liked the boxer. The boxer guy was nice. He seemed like a cool guy. You know?
Yeah.
I'd love to get a pizza with him.
I was almost more interested in the boxer storyline.
Agreed.
Yeah. No, so back to Karate Kid. Charles, this is where we bid adieu to you. You can head out for the evening now. Thank you, Charles, for being on the pod, as always. All right, dude, now that he's gone, like, what was up with that hating Superman stuff? Like, who did this guy like join the Snyder Cult subreddit or something? Like, what happened?
Yeah, he paid me $5. He joined my Reddit page. So yeah,
dang it.
He wanted to pay.
He did. There's some big positives and some big negatives to this movie to me.
Yeah.
Like, so I guess what did you end up giving it out of 100? Because I think that helps us understand where our baseline's at of how we feel about this movie.
Yeah. I'm probably at like a 53.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar. I think I'm at a 62.
Okay.
I think it's very passable. Like, I don't have a whole lot of like, yikes, I didn't like this. It was more of just like, this is just so unbelievably average.
Yeah.
In every single thing.
And I think there were parts of the trailer that got me excited. Like, first off, the rooftop scene, and then there was like that alley scene in the trailer that all got me, as someone that isn't a fanatic for the
You're not a Karate Kid head.
No, of course not. I'm not into, the TV show with William Zabka, and
never seen it. Yeah.
Never. And I have zero
I like the
interest.
First movie and the Jaden Smith one.
I remember them being all right, but nothing that I've like had a desire to go back and revisit. But this movie, I totally agree, was just so, they took the safe route on every chance they could.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I mean, spoilers, obviously, but I mean, this isn't even a spoiler, so I don't know why I'm saying that, but the music choice almost took me out of the movie at times. Like, I feel like there's times where the music they're playing is just so, like, how did they come up with this? Like, it's almost like, it's not even like the score, but it's like the
and that to me was one of the more frustrating things, because to me the music in the Karate Kid franchise is like the thing that like makes it. Like, You're the Best Around is such an iconic song thanks to this movie. Like, I guess the original movie. Like, there was never that moment in this. And when he does the training montage, there's a song that starts playing and then it cuts. And then it goes back. It's like, why'd the song stop?
I totally agree.
I don't get
right
what that
there.
was.
I was like, that is like a great part, and then they just like totally screwed it.
I don't know why.
But I think there's like some little like parts in this movie that I really like, and I think if they were to, extend the runtime of this movie, it would have. I mean, the story it would have greatly benefited from it, especially like, holy cow, the fact that we learn. His brother like dies at the literally at the beginning of the movie. I think there is something there, and I don't hate that idea. I think that was something that I was like, I don't love how they executed it, but I like the idea.
Mhm.
And I think if they built that out a little bit more, and if they really gave us more time with Lee and his character and really could understand like how he feels, what makes him tick. And sure, the moment that I can't remember the pizza boxer man's name, he gets hit and then he kind of like freezes up just like he did with his brother.
Also, that
Honestly,
guy definitely won that fight, right? Like they would have disqualified the other guy and he would have won. So like he got the money.
That's what I thought. That's what
I know,
thought.
right? Like why they I don't know. I think they should
It's underground boxing though, or it looked like
I know, but I think a DQ would be at least a wash. Like at least you get paid out.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But honestly, I wasn't watching this movie. It was like, man, the acting is so bad. I was just like, I think they were just given a bad script.
Yeah, it felt, you know what it felt like to me? It felt like two movies in one. Like there was the boxing movie where it's like the young guy trains the boxer and like he becomes something thanks to his help with karate. And then there was the Karate Kid movie. And they just were like, hey, let's do 40% of this one and 60% of this one. Like it does shift movies basically halfway through. Like it's very interesting. It's once the boxer guy goes down, then it becomes a Karate Kid movie because then Mr. Han comes back and like then Daniel LaRusso comes in and you're like, oh, okay, we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. It's very, because I feel like that time with the boxer could have been, even though I liked that storyline, could have been better used to like flesh out the villain a little bit because like we didn't really know a whole lot about Connor besides the fact that like he was good at karate and he sucked. But like the thing that makes Karate Kid 1 so good is that you understand like Billy like whatever, like his character. Like you understand why he's like a bad guy and like you know his sensei, like that guy's sensei like looked like a bad dude and we like got nothing about that guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think, and you know what? At the end of the movie, my theater clapped. I don't know if you got that.
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
No.
Seeing that people were pretty pumped, had a good time, and that is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that people are enjoying this movie. I really just think they could have done something special here. You know, I think that they could have made a legacy sequel, no pun intended, that could have like actually meant something and could have actually built something on top of, you know, the Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid movie that has substance, and this just felt so bland and I really could care less about the characters. And honestly, when Jackie Chan's character showed up, it infused some life into this movie.
Yeah. I was like, all right, we're back.
Yeah. And we've been so far like down this road of the training and, you know, the training montage for like the boxing stuff. It was cool, but I'm like, why are we focusing on this?
Yeah. Agreed 100%. I really think it should have picked what it wanted to do. Did it want to tell the boxing storyline or did it want to be a Karate Kid movie? And I think because it was half in each box, it hurt it. Because I think I agree, like once it became a Karate Kid movie, like I was like, all right, I'm back in on this. Like I liked the Daniel LaRusso stuff. Like I liked the Mr. Han stuff. And I felt like they weren't just there to like be, you know, here's your slop, come and eat it. Like it was really still like Lee's story at the end of the day. Like, I never felt like they were overpowering in the story. And I think the mythos that added, like Mr. Miyagi, like the two branches, one tree, like I liked all that stuff. It just was bogged down by like another storyline. And honestly, the storyline, if you still wanted the dad and like the pizzeria and everything, could have just been that he was struggling and Lee could have helped him with this tournament. Like that, like maybe he didn't like Lee all that much. And like he was like, well, the way that I can help is by winning this tournament. And that got him back into fighting versus like, I'm going to win to just win and show that I could do it.
Yeah. It's like, it's such a weird, I don't know if this makes sense, but like I enjoyed the boxing like the boxing stuff. I thought it was entertaining.
Yes.
But in the grand scheme of things,
not necessary.
It just didn't, especially when it's like the Karate Kid movie. Like this is the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
With me, the Karate Kid, doing Karate Kid stuff. Like, I think there's a lot of other things they could have explored here. You know, the fact that, and I like the fact that they used the boxer almost kind of like maybe like a dad figure, you know, in the sense that like he's spending time with him and he's like a good, you know, male role model for this kid. And I like that. But I think that like this was just not the way to focus in on that and focus in on like this character's development and how he ends up being who he ends up becoming.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think I would have liked more with his mom and like more.
Yeah. I feel like we didn't know his mom.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I understood his mom's fear, like of like, I lost my son this way, and now my other son's going down the similar path. And then Mr. Han comes back and it's just like, yeah, but that's all right. Like, it's different this time. And then it really almost wasn't. Like, they got jumped again. And like, I liked his friend too. Like, Alan, I thought was a good character that we got like morsels of. I don't know. I just think it was very unfocused, which hurt it. But then when it does find its groove, like it's good. It just is.
Yeah.
It's just very like above. It's just above average when it finds its groove. But like, I wasn't going in expecting, you know, the Mona Lisa. Like I just wanted a above average, like paint by numbers Karate Kid movie. And when it does that, it works. When it doesn't do that, it gets lost in the proverbial pizza sauce. You know, it's like, 100%. But I do think that Ben Wang as Li Fong is quite good in this, and
I liked him.
Yeah, he has some good moves. Also, the most choreographed, or like, I don't know, another Chekhov's gun callback from earlier today of my brother taught me this move. It's like, well, there's your final move, folks.
Exactly.
Look around the theater, just like, guys, you seeing this? You seeing this? Just wait
for
45
a little bit.
Just wait another hour and 5 minutes. You're gonna see it again. I did like the fact that like they kind of modernized the training again. Like now they made it New York, so he used to slide in the turnstile, and like I think they should have went a little more into that. But that's what it is.
I will say too, like I thought the humor at points was
not
enough
bad
to make me kind of like chuckle. I wish I could say like I'm not gonna whip out my phone in the middle of the movie and like write down, man, this made me laugh. Yeah, I thought it was funny when they're at the metro and they're like doing the training sequence and the lady's like, what do you think you're doing? And Jackie Chan like whips up the metro card. I thought that was funny. Just like, oh, like we're here. We're not just like jumping it's not jumping over. And you know,
I did like that.
I thought that was funny. But then I also thought the SAT tutor, I thought he was funny.
Yeah, him playing the guitar was great.
Yeah, just like a perfect little like spice. Like he shows up with the black eye and he's like, oh my God. He's like, you know, does your mom really think you're going to get into like NYU? He's like, yeah, you really don't know my mom. She's not nice or something like that. And he's like, oh my gosh, did your mom do that to you? I thought that was funny. I laughed out loud. Maybe I was the only one in my theater that did that. But like the first 30 minutes of this movie were truly just 30-second sequences, just like one after the other. And it felt like it was just moving at an unreal pace. And then I get hit with like something that I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And I was like, all right, maybe. But unfortunately not. No.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I think the funniest joke of the whole movie was the ending tease with Daniel LaRusso and
Zabka.
Billy Zabka about like the Miyagi Do, the pizzeria they showed. I thought that was a great joke. But yeah, I mean, it's just a very average movie that's honest. It's underperforming at the box office right now with what else is out there. And I think that's due to the fact that this is not playing in any premium format theater. Like it's only standard format theater, like no IMAX, no Dolby. That's still taken over by Stitch and Mission Impossible, which honestly glad it is because it would be ridiculous if this took away IMAX screens from Mission Impossible. But like it's going to get, so this is like another family movie, and then next weekend How to Train Your Dragon comes out, and like I think this is just going to get crushed. I just really do feel like this was the wrong time to release this. I think if they would have waited till maybe the fall, it would have done better.
Yeah.
Having this butt up to How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch the week prior is just a shocking move.
Yeah, I agree. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I just don't like, I mean, especially with like Stitch, Disney IP trying to even compete with that, along with How to Train Your Dragon. You know, I mean, Karate Kid. Not like hating on the IP because like clearly it's done really, really well.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know anyone that has watched the show.
But see, I think it's an issue because clearly people did, right? Like people obviously watched that show. I think it was an issue if you're gonna reboot this or like go back into it, but still like dip into the bucket that is old school Karate Kid. Like, why not pull one of the characters or like pull somebody? Like even if in that tournament, right? It was like, oh look, it's so and so from Cobra Kai that he has to face in the second to last round, and then he like beats that person. Like, even if it was just like a random, like that's just stuff where it gets other fans in the seats. Like I don't know. I think people did love that Karate Kid show because I mean it went on for like 5-6 seasons.
Sure. All I gotta say is I'm waiting for the Bobby Wasabi movie with Jason Earl.
I want an R-rated Bobby Wasabi movie that really explores a lot about his psyche.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm looking at it right now. Karate Kid had, not Karate Kid, Cobra Kai had 6 seasons.
That's crazy. Unfortunately, I will not be watching any of them, but like.
Yeah, good. Sorry. Happy for you. I'm a pass.
Yeah. But I don't know. I left this movie and I was like, I was entertained, but not.
Yeah.
Like for a 2.5-star movie, I wasn't like, oh, I hate this movie. But I was just like, man, they could have done something special here. They could have done something good that I left that movie. And I was like, man, I like this movie. I think they killed it, but it just did not go in that direction. So I think in terms of like what I have it on for the year, let me see. I think I have like 24 movies or 23 movies I've seen this year. Yeah. 23. Oh, yeah. I have this at 16 behind Captain America Brave New World.
I have this. I think I have mine a little higher than yours. I have it at I hate when I have it in this box format. It doesn't give me a list. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have it at 12, also right above Captain America Brave New World.
Okay.
And right behind
I went below, but yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're still in that same little area, which is interesting, actually.
In other exciting news, not exciting. The AMC near me is just not doing it for me. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about my subscription.
Wait, what about when you go to DC?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Do I hold on to it? Maybe just like go see.
It should be a Regal guy.
Well, it just depends on what's more convenient, especially with like work and the work schedule. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I got a Cinemark membership while at home.
Oh,
and the funny thing is, because like you would think like, what is the Cinemark membership? And it's literally just the price of like one ticket, and you get
what
for like it's like $13 or something, and you get like one free ticket for like just a standard format every month, and you get like 20% off concessions, and then you get.
Oh wait, you get one movie a month?
Yeah, it's not like
really
anything, but you waive like all the online fees and stuff. So, like,
so you do
in the grand scheme of things, you do save money.
Yeah,
but I'm just like I'm frustrated because you can get it for like a month. You know?
Are you near an Alamo?
I'm not. There is one in Virginia though. So like,
dude, if you're near that, when you go to DC,
I'm gonna try and go.
I'm not gonna be
like. It'll probably be like a 30 or 40 minute like. Metro/walk/whatever, but like
DC Metro.
At some point, I'm gonna go. There's a good AMC.
There's one in Crystal City and DC Bryant Street.
Okay, yeah. So Crystal City is like kind of by Arlington in Virginia, which is like right outside of DC. But
and then there's Washington. There's one in Washington D.C. and Bryant Street. I don't know where that is, obviously. But.
Yeah, but we'll see. But
cool.
Yeah. Glad I could share that with everyone on the pod, you know, and I'm switching it up a little bit.
Huh.
You got anything else for Karate Kid?
No, I really got nothing else for Karate Kid. There's one in Indy. I didn't know that.
Alamo?
Yeah.
Dang. Should have gone.
I had no idea.
I could have done a field trip.
Yeah, could have. I think there's one by Charles as well in Denver area.
Maybe send Charlie to go for one movie. And he can
Charles has to
report
go report back. We've that's when we'll go send him. He'll have to go see Megan 2 there or something.
back.
But yeah, no, that's all I got. Really just Chicago has one as well. Wow, we're getting rid of the weeds here. No, I mean I think overall it's just so forgettable. It's kind of my end of the day. Like I went in wanting a paint by numbers Karate Kid, and it turns out that the paint by numbers part was the part that actually was impactful to me. Like it is what it is. But that's Karate Kid. Next week we have a twofer for the people, I believe. Next week we will have the Phoenician Scheme and Ballerina. So a little John Wick back for the people, and then the following week will be How to Train Your Dragon. So yes. Anything else, Jack, for the people on the pod?
Exciting time to be at the movies, man.
Yeah, and thank you again to Mario Lopez, our close personal friend. Thanks, Mario.
Thank you, Mario.
Extra. All right, cool. Peace. Enjoy the week, everybody.